Wow, I'm back! So the past couple weeks, I've been very busy studying and whatnot and didn't have much time to work on my videos. I was also sick, as you may be able to tell from my voice. Not to mention that the coronavirus epidemic has spread a lot in Korea. It's a very big deal right now, which has led to nobody going out, which is actually what allowed me to finally spend some time completing these videos. So yeah, here's my recap of why this video was so late. And without further ado, the 3.5 reviews. This package has gone through a lot of things. A crazy amount of things. These are the Hicity 3.5s. Highly anticipated even before it came out, they were released all the way back in early January. So of course it should have arrived in mid-January or early February at the latest. But then, Hicity claimed that he and the factory were having quality and stock issues. 3 times. Then, when he seemed to finally get the problem fixed, the Chinese New Year holiday started and every package leaving China started getting massively delayed. And as if that wasn't bad enough, before my package left China, the coronavirus epidemic started, which obviously led to more delays and the complete shutting down of several factories and delivery systems in China. The package left China on February 3rd, 1 month after I ordered it. But wait, it's still not over. As the package was slowly making its way to Korea, reports started coming in that the Hicity V3.5s had bad quality. Like, pretty bad quality. And as if things couldn't get worse, Hicity's AliExpress store was removed on February 5th, presumably taken down by AliExpress for selling fake products or something like that. So yeah, my V2 video is now useless because the link leads to a dead end. Thankfully, 2 days before my package arrived, Hicity came back and told us that he would take care of the chaos and would resume service soon. It's clearly being delayed even further since the coronavirus situation is getting out of hand, but at least now we know that he's not going anywhere. But enough talking, let's open this bad boy up. The box is nice and clean. The photo on the front is better quality than the one on the V2s. But for some reason, unlike the V2s, there's only one large sticker on the side. It looks worse, but nothing to be worried about. When we open up the box, we find the manual. For some reason, the front page of the manual is crinkly like it got wet. The rest of the manual seems fine. Underneath are the AirPods, wrapped in plastic as usual, and the ear tips, which fell out for some reason. There is, as should be, a USB-C to lightning cable, except that this time one side is wrapped in blue plastic. I took a closer look at the manual, and it seems that the first part of the manual has been printed from a different copy. The fonts are different as can be seen, especially from the Korean text. Interestingly, the other manuals are exactly the same. The other parts of the box look the same as the V2s, so let's get on to the external looks. You know how I said that the V2s were visually almost identical to real AirPods? It turns out they're not really. I already pointed out the difference in the inside of the hinge, but the back of the hinge is, upon closer examination, different as well. The real AirPods have a squarer back hinge, and these 3.5s did a good job at copying that down. Now, as far as I know, there's only one way to tell apart these from retail by looking at the case. That's the fact that these don't have the frosted glass on the front. You could feel the hole by running your fingers across it. Once we opened them up, we could see the inside of the hinge has been corrected, and we could also see that the printing on the bottom of the lid is a little more spread out. I personally preferred printing that was on the V2s. You know how I said that people were complaining about the quality of these 3.5s? Well, I'm already starting to notice them because these don't seem to have the reverse magnets. There's still a tiny bit of force holding it open, but it snaps shut as soon as you tilt it. Another interesting thing is that the serial number inside these are real. It works on the official Apple website, which means you can request for a replacement pair of ear tips if you're willing to pay the steep price. That's it for the case. I really wish it had the reverse magnets, but otherwise I think it's better quality than the V2s. So far so good. Now let's get to the AirPods themselves. Immediately we could notice that the top of the AirPods have a better looking grill, one that actually looks like a grill. It's not real though, it's a thick plastic sticker that could be taken off if you pick at it with your nail, It should stay on though, as long as you're careful with it. The bottom charging port is much cleaner and neater than before, and the text has changed a bit. It lacks the CMIT ID, but it's printed better and more legible now. Now, one of the most anticipated features besides noise cancelling, and what really sets these apart from the V2s, the ear tips. Unlike the older versions, which had an extruding connector, the V3s and later versions have the correct black connector. This was just a rumor a few months back, and it's really nice to see how they implemented it. My 3.5s came with a full set of 4 ear tips, although some people reported that they were sent an incorrect set of ear tips that weren't compatible with the 3.5s. It's a bit of a disappointment, and something that came out as a result of rush orders to try and avoid the Chinese New Year delay. These ear tips fit very nicely though. I was honestly surprised to see how easy it was. Just like the real ones, all you need to do is push the tips onto the black dot, and just like that, it's connected. I'm impressed. The connection is very easy. You pop open the lid and it connects via pop-up like retail AirPods. The audio quality is also very nice. It uses the Aero 1536U chip, the best in the business, and listening to anything is very immersive and pleasant. I would say that this is almost better than retail second generation AirPods. And that's where things started going off track. For starters, and I apologize in advance for dropping this on you guys, but this didn't have noise cancelling or transparency mode. Yeah, I know. The whole point of these 3.5s was that there was transparency mode and at least a little noise cancelling, so what's going on here? Well, I don't know either. I contacted Hicity, who responded a little late due to the coronavirus, and he seemed genuinely confused about the whole situation. He supposedly tested out every unit before they shipped, so he was saying that it's impossible that everyone got a defective batch. I mean, we really can't know what actually went wrong in this situation. Maybe the factory sent Hicity defective batches. Maybe Hicity's lying, although I doubt it. Maybe something happened to the AirPods while they were being shipped. I don't know. So that puts me in a bad situation where I can't properly review these as a V3 or a 3.5 since it has a superior chipset. I guess I'll call them version 3.25s from now on. Anyways, Hicity made the right decision and let everyone who purchased these get full refunds. Thumbs up for that. That's a hard decision to make. I hope that Hicity will be back soon, hopefully with better products, and in the meantime, let's check out the rest of the specs for these 3.25s. The name change works like a charm. The GPS won't work, like always. I'm starting to think that the iPhone I'm using is just acting up. The wireless charging works, obviously. The touch controls at first didn't work, but after a few soft resets, they work. I think. The controls are a little different and still a little unresponsive, but it seems to work. Double press is pause and play, and long press is supposed to switch between different noise modes, but obviously that doesn't work. Just for fun, I tried out the ear tip fit test, and it works. It accurately detects when an earbud is hanging out of your ear, or if I'm using ear tips that are too large for my ears. The Chinese manufacturers are getting really close to Apple level. Very nice. I tested out the audio a bit more, and I noticed that the static noise that you could hear when there's no music is almost gone. It's very slightly audible like this, but almost undetectable. This was a persistent issue for a long time, and I guess they finally got around to fixing it now. So, overall, would I recommend these? I mean, the store is gone, so I can't give you a link yet, but I'm a reviewer, so I have to give my opinion, right? And my opinion is, probably. It took some soft and hard resets to get it to work properly, but overall I really do like the outer looks of these, and the sound quality is especially nice. It's impressive how quickly they're copying down the AirPods Pro, even after Apple did a crackdown and the corona situation is slowing them down. The Hicity store hasn't disappointed much before, and how he allowed the buyers to get refunds just makes me trust him further. I'll still be keeping a lookout for more of his products, and we'll keep you updated when he comes back. Thanks for watching. Here's a little sneak peek of my next review video. If anyone needs me, I'll be busy studying and going around asking sellers for review samples. See you in the next video.